sometimes get in trouble with my wife for buying new plants, but the reality is you don't have to spend loads of money on a garden. In fact, with some time and patience, you can have loads of lovely plants for free. And one of the best ways of doing that is by taking cuttings. Actually, this pink hydrangea behind me was grown from a cutting that I took a couple of years ago from a lovely hydrangea in my parents' garden. So I'm going to take a couple of cuttings from this one. The key thing is to look for a non-flowering stem. So there's a couple on this plant. Go back as far as you can and snip it off. And then the other key is to keep it as fresh as possible. So always have a plastic bag with you so you can just pop it in. Once you've taken your cuttings, you'll want to get them potted up as quickly as possible because they'll start losing moisture. So I've already got some pots prepared with a kind of gritty compost, and then I'm going to bring my bag and prepare the cuttings. Now if I just put that in as it is, there's far too many leaves on that and it'll just lose lots of moisture and it will die. So the trick is to take off quite a bit of this foliage. So I'm going to chop off most of the side leaves, and I'm also going to start the cutting at the bottom just below a leaf node because that's going to help it grow some roots. So now I've taken off most of the leaves. I've just got those two small top leaves and then a cutting at the bottom where the leaf node is. And then using the end of a pen or something like that, I'm just going to create a little hole in the side of my pot, pop the cutting down into there, and then put the soil back over. Once you've got your cuttings in, the next step is to give it a good water, and then you can use your plastic bag to make a little greenhouse for it. If it's one of those Ziploc bags like this, it's ideal because you can just zip that tight and that'll just keep all the moisture inside. Stick that on a bright windowsill somewhere, and in a few weeks' time, hopefully, they'll be starting to take roots. Now, I actually took some more cuttings from this same plant a few weeks ago, so we can see how they're doing if we have a look inside this one. This has been on the windowsill in the kitchen, and if we take off the plastic bag, we can see, hopefully, a fair bit of foliage. And the trick is to see if there are new leaves that are starting to grow. If there are new leaves growing, it shows that there are roots, hopefully, beneath the surface. But the real moment of truth is to empty it out and see what's down below. Let's have a look. So that's great. So we've got roots at the bottom there, and that is now ready to pot up into an individual pot itself. So I've got some here. Firm that in, give it a good water, and we're well on our way to yet another hydrangea. So there you go. Gardening doesn't have to be expensive, and the next time your partner complains about how much money you're spending on plants, just point out the plants that didn't cost you any money at all. With a little bit of time and patience, you can go from this to this to this.